Welcome to a tale of secrets and scandal deeply rooted in the heart of America's reality TV culture. Our story begins with the Duggar family. Hailing from Tontitown, Arkansas, the Duggars are not your typical American family. With a brood of 19 children, they first captured the public's attention in 2008 with their reality TV show, 19 Kids and Counting. The Duggars, led by Jim, Bob, and Michelle, presented themselves as a close-knit family, living under the guiding principles of their conservative Christian beliefs. Their faith, a significant aspect of their identity, was prominently portrayed in the show. The Duggars adhered to strict lifestyle rules, including modest dressing, homeschooling their children, and advocating for purity before marriage. These beliefs, along with their unusually large family size, made them a unique spectacle that intrigued many viewers across the United States and beyond. The Duggar family's reality TV journey was not just about showcasing their day-to-day life. It was a platform to share their religious convictions, their staunch pro-life stance, and their advocacy for debt-free living. Their life, as presented on the screen, seemed to be a testament to their faith and principles. The show enjoyed a successful run for 7 years, drawing millions of viewers who tuned in episode after episode, season after season. The Duggars, with their wholesome family image, became a household name, symbolizing traditional family values in a rapidly changing world. But all was not as it seemed. Behind the camera lens, far from the public's prying eyes, the Duggars harbored a secret so shocking it threatened to shatter their carefully constructed image and plunge them into a whirlwind of scandal and controversy. Little did the viewers know, beneath the wholesome family image, a dark secret was brewing. The Duggar family, once known for their large, loving family, soon became associated with something far more sinister. A veil of secrecy hung over the Duggar family as allegations of involvement in a clandestine religious cult began to surface. This was not your run-of-the-mill faith group. The practices and beliefs of this cult were as enigmatic as they were concerning. At the heart of these allegations was a system of beliefs known as the Quiverful Movement, a sect of Christianity that promotes procreation and eschews all forms of birth control. This ideology, often associated with patriarchal authority and strict gender roles, was purportedly a guiding principle for the Duggars. The family's adherence to such a controversial belief system raised eyebrows. But it was their alleged association with Bill Gothard, the founder of the Institute in Basic Life Principles, that truly sent shockwaves. Gothard's institute, often labeled a cult, has been mired in scandal with accusations of sexual harassment and abuse. The Duggars were not just casual participants in Gothard's teachings. They were deeply embedded in the system, attending seminars and even visiting the headquarters. Their involvement was so close that when Gothard fell from grace amidst the allegations of sexual misconduct, the Duggars found themselves caught in the crossfire. These revelations painted a troubling picture. The Duggar family, once celebrated for their seemingly wholesome lifestyle, were now implicated in a web of secrecy and scandal. The public began to question, were the Duggars simply devout Christians following their faith? Or was there something more sinister at play? The wholesome image of the Duggar family was crumbling, revealing a darker, secretive side. In the midst of these shocking revelations, one Duggar in particular found himself in the eye of the storm, Josh Duggar. The eldest son of the Duggar clan, Josh was no stranger to the limelight, having grown up on camera in the family's reality TV show. However, the attention he would receive in the coming months was far from the wholesome family image they had cultivated. In the spring of 2021, Josh Duggar was arrested and indicted on charges of receiving and possessing child pornography. This wasn't the first time Josh had been in the news for such serious allegations. Years prior, he had admitted to molesting several minor children, including some of his own sisters. This shocking admission led to the cancellation of the family's television show and public outrage. Despite his past, Josh's arrest came as a shock to many. The man who once represented a picture-perfect family on national television was now facing federal charges. The evidence against him included multiple pornographic images of children, some as young as toddlers, found on a computer at a car dealership he owned. The public's reaction was swift and severe. Many expressed their disgust and disappointment, while others felt betrayed by the man and the family they had once admired. The Duggar family, once known for their conservative values and large family, were now in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Josh's arrest and subsequent trial were widely covered by the media. His actions were condemned and his fall was seen as a shocking turn of events for a man who had once been a prominent figure in the conservative Christian community. However, this was only the beginning of the downfall for Josh Duggar. What followed would be a series of events that would further tarnish the family name and leave many questioning the family's values and practices. Josh Duggar's fall from grace was just beginning. As the legal proceedings began, the depth of Josh Duggar's offenses became alarmingly clear. Josh Duggar, a name once synonymous with the wholesome family values showcased in the reality TV show 19 Kids and Counting, had taken a dark turn. His descent into a world of illicit activities had been hidden for years, but the truth had a way of surfacing. In May of 2021, Duggar was indicted and arrested on charges of receiving and possessing child pornography. The evidence, as presented in the court, was damning. Witnesses testified to the discovery of a multitude of child pornography images on Duggar's computer. The images, as described by the court, depicted children of alarmingly young ages. The sophistication of the person who had downloaded these images was noted by the judge, a chilling hint at the depths of Duggar's secret life. These were not the first accusations against Duggar. He had previously admitted to molesting several minor children in the past. While he had apologized for his actions and acknowledged a pornography addiction, these new charges brought a fresh wave of shock and disgust. Duggar's trial was marked by testimonies from computer analysts and a family friend painting a horrifying picture of his actions. The defense tried to argue that the computer could have been accessed remotely, but the jury was not swayed. In December of 2021, Duggar was found guilty of all charges. The verdict was a stark contrast to Duggar's previous life in the public eye. The man who had once espoused family values on national television was now facing a potential sentence of up to 20 years in prison for each count. The fines could reach up to $250,000 per count. The fall of Josh Duggar was a shock to many, but it was a necessary step in bringing justice to his victims. His crimes were a stark reminder that appearances can be deceiving and that those who seem to be upstanding citizens can harbor dark secrets. Josh Duggar was now a far cry from the wholesome family man image he once portrayed. As the gavel came down on his case, Josh Duggar faced the harsh reality of his actions. Known for his appearance on TLC's 19 Kids and Counting, Duggar was found guilty of receiving and possessing child pornography, a verdict that could see him facing up to 20 years in prison and fines of up to $250,000 for each count. The sentencing is set to take place in about 4 months, and Duggar's legal team has already made it clear that they plan to appeal the verdict. However, the U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Arkansas has stated that this decision sends a clear message. Child sexual abuse cases are a top priority. The investigation into Duggar began after child pornography files were traced back to his computer. The trial included damning testimony from computer analysts and a family friend who stated that Duggar had admitted to molesting 4 young girls back in 2003. Despite defense attorneys arguing that the computer could have been accessed remotely, the jury delivered a guilty verdict. Duggar's arrest occurred in April of 2021 and he was released on bail in May. His fall from grace was swift and shocking, particularly given the wholesome image that the Duggar family had cultivated over the years. The Duggar family's response to the verdict has been one of shock and sadness. They gained fame through their reality show, but it was cancelled in 2015 due to a sexual abuse scandal involving Josh Duggar. The family, once seen as America's darling large family, has been left reeling from the scandal. Despite the disgrace and scandal, it's important to remember that the Duggar family is just that, a family. They too are victims in this case, betrayed by one of their own. They are now left to pick up the pieces and try to rebuild their lives, all while under the harsh glare of the public eye. It's a sobering reminder that even those who seem to have it all can fall from grace, and that fame and fortune cannot shield one from the consequences of their actions. The Duggar family, once America's darling large family, was now synonymous with scandal and disgrace. In the aftermath of the trial, the public was left to grapple with the shocking reality of the Duggar family. The once admired household found themselves in the midst of a storm, their reputation tarnished by the sinister actions of Josh Duggar. The public's reaction was one of disbelief and disappointment, the image of the wholesome Duggar family shattered by the revelation of their hidden dark side. The fallout was swift and severe. The family's popular reality show, 19 Kids and Counting, was promptly cancelled. The network, TLC, made the decision in light of the disturbing allegations against Josh Duggar, severing ties with the family that had once been a cornerstone of their programming. This cancellation marked the end of an era, but also sparked a broader conversation about the nature of reality television itself. Reality TV, with its allure of unscripted moments and genuine experiences, has a unique ability to draw audiences into the lives of its subjects. However, the Duggar family saga highlighted the potential for such platforms to hide dark secrets. The question was raised: how could such disturbing actions go unnoticed for so long under the watchful eye of the public? This led to a deeper reflection on the responsibility of broadcasters and the potential pitfalls of reality TV. Critics argued that networks should conduct thorough background checks and monitor their stars more closely to prevent such situations. The Duggar family's fall from grace serves as a stark reminder of the dangerous potential for reality TV to mask the truth. It underscores the need for transparency and accountability in the world of entertainment, a world that often blurs the line between reality and illusion. It's a lesson we must all remember as we continue to navigate the complex landscape of modern media. As we close this dark chapter, it's important to reflect on the lessons learned from the Duggar family saga. This family, once admired by many for their seemingly wholesome and devout lifestyle, was shrouded in a cloud of controversy and scandal. The allegations and eventual confirmation of their involvement in a secret cult shocked the world, revealing a twisted underbelly beneath the family's carefully crafted public image. The downfall of Josh Duggar, a pivotal figure in the family, served as the catalyst for the family's unraveling. His crimes, involving the possession and distribution of child pornography, were deeply disturbing. These actions, committed by someone who was once a beloved television personality, served as a stark reminder of the potential dangers lurking behind the facade of fame. Josh Duggar's jail sentence was a critical moment in this saga, marking a shift towards justice and accountability. It sent a clear message to the public and to all those involved in the world of reality television that such heinous actions would not be tolerated, regardless of one's public standing or celebrity status. The implications of this story for reality TV are significant. It underscores the need for greater scrutiny and transparency in the portrayal of individuals and families on the small screen. We must question the narratives presented to us and remain wary of the potential for manipulation and deception. More importantly, the Duggar family saga highlights the importance of accountability in the public eye. Celebrities, like anyone else, must face the consequences of their actions, particularly when those actions cause harm to others. We must remember that fame and public admiration do not exempt one from moral and legal obligations. In the end, the Duggar family story is a tragic tale of secrets, deception, and the devastating consequences of unchecked power. It serves as a potent reminder of the need for vigilance, critical thinking, and the pursuit of justice, no matter how uncomfortable or inconvenient the truth may be.